Voice of Students, powered by Easy Jobs, local part-time seasonal jobs.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Jyoti Wazirani and we are so excited for another segment of Voice of Students, a talk show by the students from universities across America. Each week, the students voice their opinions on various topics such as politics, social media, pop culture, university life, and so much more. If you are a college student and want to be in this show, please register at www.easyjobs.io. Now to my co-host Kylie.
Welcome to the Voice of Students, powered by Easy Job, local part-time seasonal jobs. My name is Kylie. This week, we are going to hear from students on the issues regarding gun violence. In 2018, an estimated 40,000 people lost their lives due to gun violence. Over the last year, we've experienced tragic school shootings in Parkland, Florida, and in Santa Fe, Texas, violent massacres in public places like the synagogue in Pittsburgh, and even more. The topic of guns is something that we constantly hear about, but yet we still haven't figured out what to do. So today, we will be hearing from Megan, Gabrielle, and Vinny on what we should do about this. Can you guys please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Megan. I recently graduated from Parsons School of Design in New York City, and I'm a publicist. Some of my hobbies include playing softball and generally just working right now.
I'm Gabrielle. I am currently a senior at Muhlenberg College, which is a small liberal arts school in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I am a double major in dance and psychology, and I will be attending Columbia University School of Social Work in the fall.
My name is Vinny. I am currently a shift supervisor for security. I went to Middlesex Community College, but now I'm going to go to a trade school in the summer. And my hobbies are really I just work.
Thanks so much for your introduction. According to the Trace, every year in our country, a firearm is used in nearly 500,000 crimes, resulting in the deaths and injuries of more than 100,000 people. It seems as if every week there is a breaking news related to gun violence. People and legislators are always talking about how to stop this, but it seems that nothing changes. Hearing these numbers related to gun violence, should US citizens be banned from buying and possessing semi-automatic and automatic weapons? Should the Second Amendment be changed?
I don't think necessarily that the Second Amendment needs to be changed, but I do think there need to be more regulations placed on who can buy a gun, how you can buy a gun, where and when. I think the Second Amendment is part of our Constitution. It's a part of our rights as American citizens, and I don't think that the Second Amendment needs to be changed. Rather, the lens through which we look at it needs to be changed.
The Second Amendment rights are always talked about today, so let's take a quick look at the video.
The Second Amendment casts a long shadow across gun debates in America.
We're talking about our God-given fundamental right.
Gun control.
Second Amendment right.
The Second Amendment.
Legitimate constitutional
right to bear arms.
Second Amendment.
But what would it take to actually change it? Amending the Constitution began practically before the ink was dry on the original document. The Second Amendment, the right of state militias and individuals to keep and bear firearms, was the second in that original batch of 10 amendments that we think of as the Bill of Rights.
I think the way how you control guns, it's like you either got to go all in or you got to make some compromises here. Like if you're going to ban guns, you just got to take them all away. But I'm not for that. If you're going to regulate guns, they really need to try and flag more people that have been to more psychiatrists, more mental health. You got to flag those people, and that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards, is the mental health issues.
I would actually argue against your mental health perspective. As a psychology major myself, I have done quite a lot of research on the links between mental health diagnoses and gun violence. The research does show that individuals with a mental health diagnosis are actually more likely to be a victim of a gun crime than the perpetrator. And if you look at a book published by the American Psychiatric Association in 2016, they actually showed that when you look at homicides in this country, between 1 and 4% were only perpetrated by individuals previously diagnosed with a mental health disorder. And while, yes, you can argue that individuals who are mentally healthy will not go out and purchase a gun to hurt other people, and actually the largest predicting factor of gun violence is access to a gun and not mental health.
I'm very in the middle with a lot of my views, especially about gun control, because I do tend to lean very left-winged with a lot of the issues of this topic, but I do think that the Second Amendment is part of our history, and I don't think that guns should be banned like they have been in other countries recently. I definitely think that it's more so the background checks and the way that they're regulated need to.
So, do you think there should be a law banning the sale and possession of bump stocks or any other devices that would convert to a weapon or a semi-automatic weapon?
Again, I think that these types of items that could be turned into weapons that could cause serious harm should have more regulation and different regulation.
I agree with you, and I don't believe that there is any reason why any civilian needs to have access to military-grade weapons. Weapons aren't used for hunting. In fact, they are not good for hunting. If the argument is you want to protect yourself, you want to protect your home, or you want to use it for hunting, that's what rifles are for, that's what your regular handguns are for, that police carry. The only purpose for these military-grade weapons is to shoot as many people as you possibly can in a short amount of time, and that is not
only be handled
that
by
is
the
not.
military.
I
With military
I
training.
agree.
There's just no reason.
Yeah, I partially agree with that. I definitely think that there is no other reason to own a fully automatic weapon unless you're trying to kill someone. But semi-automatic weapons, if it's not a fully automatic weapon, it's a semi-automatic weapon, and you can't really ban that because everyone just about has a semi-automatic weapon. Everyone's against AR-15s, but you can count how many crimes have been committed with an AR-15. You can't count how many crimes have been committed with a handgun. That's also semi-automatic.
Now we will take a short break.
When we come back, we'll be speaking about the mental health aspect of gun violence.